I just recorded this entire video and saw that my mic was turned off. So we're gonna, this is a take 2. All right, guys, what's going on, guys? This is Riggs. So we have a little bit of a crisis going on in PUBG Mobile, and no, it is not what you think. This has nothing to do with hackers. That is a separate crisis. That is a separate issue going on in the game. But I really want to know what your guys' thoughts and opinions are. We're not just going to be talking about the problem. We're going to offer up some solutions. So I need you guys in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts and feelings are on this issue, if you've experienced it, and if you like the potential, the solution that we have on the table. Before we jump into it, make sure you guys, of course, like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. We just hit 63,000 subscribers, which is amazing. I want to thank each and every one of you. If you guys want to watch me live stream, check out my link in the description box, and it's also the pinned comment to the video. All right, crisis going on. And I noticed it with the new update. The 0.19.0 update is available. I'm sure you've played the ĺØBx map nonstop. You've seen your favorite content creators streaming, you know, the brand new map. I mean, for good reason. We understand it's a brand new map. It's something new. It's that shiny object, and of course everyone's going to be playing it. Having said that, though, we have a bit of an issue. And it's been going on for a while, but I think it needs to be, and we need to bring it out into the light. And that has to do with matchmaking. The matchmaking issue with this game is pretty much out of control, especially when you're playing certain game modes. For those of you playing squads, you might not run into this issue. If you're higher up, if you're ranking up pretty high, you could stumble where it might take a minute or so to get into a match. But if you're playing solos or duos, if you're playing any FPP, it doesn't matter what tier you're in. If you're an FPP player in this game, I'm sorry. Oh, strictly based off of matchmaking. We're gonna get into the FPP issue as well. But I feel there's way too many. We have way too many moving parts. It's like it's 1,700 games in one. You know, I mean, there is something for everybody, but at the same time, there's a cost. There's something for everybody, but people are paying the price for this. And no, I'm not talking about UC. When you look at the 6 servers, there's 6 servers currently in PUBG Mobile right now. You have solo, duos, and squads. So if you add up all of those, if you add up TPP, solo, duos, and squads across 6 servers, that's 18 different things that you can do, and that's just in classics, right? Then add FPP into that. Now you have another 18, and this is solely classic. So there's there's 36 things going on at once. Then there's the maps for each of these modes. You had Erangel, Sonok, Vikindi, and Miramar. Now you've added in ĺØBx. So, I mean, it's like there's literally, when you look at the servers, all the things that the game is doing at once, it's hundreds. I mean, we're talking hundreds of different things that you can queue up all at once. And we're only talking about classic. Not to mention Evo Ground, not to mention any of the TDMs, and then you add in all of those maps. You add in the training ground, you have the cheer park, there's the unranked thing, even though it's just an event, you have the unranked thing going on. So what's happening is there's a matchmaking issue where we were trying to get into a match the other day. Throughout the video, you're going to be watching a lot of gameplay, but throughout the video, intermittently, you're going to see our matchmaking counter. We were trying to match in duos, and we could not get into a match all night long. We were probably playing at maybe 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which isn't like a crazy time of night, you know, in the United States, you know, the NA server. We waited 20 minutes and then it timed out. I didn't even know that was a thing. It got to 20 minutes and then it just stops matchmaking. It says unable to find matches. It doesn't even give you the continue option to continue searching. It just times you out where the matching button becomes a start button. And then we did it again. We waited another 20 minutes. Another 20 minutes. Could not find a match. And like I was talking about at the very beginning of the video, when we talk about first person used to be a thing. I don't know how many of you guys played FPP when it was kind of popular. When it first came out, maybe a season or two after that. If you played TPP, you kind of got made fun of. Like, FPP was it. It was FPP or you're a noob kind of thing. And then TPP just completely just mopped the floor. But the thing is, when it comes to FPP, at least people I talk to, and I talk to a lot of people, the majority of people aren't like, oh, I don't like FPP just because. The majority of the people that have issues with FPP, it's not the game mode. It's not the way you play the game in FPP, where it's much more aggressive, pushing, those kinds of things. Everyone who complains about first person in PUBG Mobile, it's matchmaking. Everybody, think about it. A big reason why I don't play it at all is because of the matchmaking. Like I said, I could start a season, I'm probably in gold in FPP on every single, in all my tiers, and all the different, solo, duo, squad. And if I tried to queue up a solo, there's a reason. If you look on the leaderboard right now, if you're watching this video, or well, actually after the video, hopefully, look at how high ranked the number one or even the top 10 people are in FPP in your server. Sometimes the number one ranked player isn't even in Crown, and it's not because there's not people who want to play that mode. It's because you cannot find a match. You cannot find a match, and a big reason to that is because of the wait times. Now, like I said, we're not just going to be complaining. We're not just going to be griping in this video. I want to offer a solution onto the table. It might have been something you thought of, but we were discussing it. Me and a couple buddies were discussing it. And a way to to kind of relieve some of the pressure of all the different moving parts going on with all the maps being available all the time. What if they did it to where it was kind of like arcade? I think arcade's still this way. I haven't played arcade in a while. I don't know. But why don't they put the maps on some sort of a rotation? A rotation as in, say on the weekends, right? Saturday and Sunday. That's when the majority of people will be playing this game all hours of the day and night. Maybe make it on the weekends where where every single map is available, right? You can play all 5 maps, every single game mode, have fun. But come during the week, what if on Monday you have Erangel, Miramar, Livik, and Sonok available on Monday? Say there's no Vikindi on Monday. Come Tuesday, let's say there's no Miramar. Or there's no Miramar and Sonok. Now you have Erangel, Vikindi, I don't even know what I said, and Livik. I don't even know what I said. But you have some sort of a rotation between the maps. Maybe even take Erangel out one game. Well, no, because it's kind of the default map. Some people don't even download the other maps. But to have some sort of a rotation between the maps. Not only would this force players to play other maps, kind of get out of their comfort zone, but it would also make it to where matchmaking would be way more beneficial for everybody, because there's literally like a million games going on all at once every single second of the day. I mean, that's crazy to think about. But the player base is kind of where it's at. The game is no longer at its high peak, at least not at this point in time. It's not constantly growing and expanding, but it's kind of staying the same. So they're adding things into the game that more people will play and experience, but they're not getting a huge, robust flood of new players coming in. And then you also have people that stop playing the game or who download it and just haven't logged in. The difference between active and inactive players. So I don't see why that would be an issue. I think it'd be kind of cool. It kind of forces you, there's no song. All right, well, we're gonna play this map. Take 1 or 2 maps off the table. And what this would end up doing, the effect would be that more people would be playing on the same maps, which would allow more games to be available, when there's more games being played on those maps all throughout the day, the quicker you'll get the match times. But, you know, they're taking a small group of people and dividing it up all over the place, and you got to kind of wait till there's enough people queuing up in order to get into a match. I'm sorry. If it takes 20 minutes and it times out, and we were just trying to play Erangel. We weren't even trying to play any fancy map like Miramar or Sonok, a map that somebody might not download. We were trying to match on the default map. Could not get in. Could not get into it. And it just kind of, obviously, you know, that was the big spark behind this video. And then I was thinking, how can this be fixed? And again, I haven't played Arcade in a while, but I know they used to do it with Arcade. So, but they weren't available all the time. There was days there'd be counters, counting down until, you know, once the map would be available. They should do that for all the classic maps. And I'm telling you, your match time, there won't even be match times. You'll click start, bam, you'll get in. Same thing with solos. I know a lot of people that play solos, big time grinders on solo. Once you get to crown, you could wait 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes to get into a game. So, but if they did what the potential solution could be, and they put the maps on a rotation, you're going to have way faster match times. I really want to know what you guys think of the proposal. You never know. Maybe Tencent will watch the video. Who knows? But if you guys enjoyed it, if you support the idea, make sure you guys leave a like on the video. And yeah, of course, comment. Can't wait to read all your guys' comments. And subscribe. We just hit 63,000. Check me out on Trovo for live streams. But until the very next video, this has been Riggs from Riggs Gaming.